Welcome to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 and the new rider that we will create for the Pro Cyclist mode. His name Juan Moré. You can think of it as more, like what he always wants to win, always more. He's from Spain, the Canary Islands, and well, let's see how it goes. I already filled this earlier. I want him to become a stage racer sprinter. It's a very strange combination. It will hurt him a little bit in the cobbles, it hurts a little bit in stamina. Stamina is a little bit tricky because you can't really up it with potential up season. But all in all, our goal for this rider is that he will indeed do honor in his last name. He wants to win more and more. He always wants to win absolutely everything. So let's see. For team choices, we have two different continental pro teams for Spain, and I like the color green, so let's go for Cajal Rupal. We're far from the best rider at the start, so it might be a tricky start, but on the other hand, it's a strong team anyway. It is from Spain itself. Let's see how things go. One of the first things you'll see, the game itself goes really fast. I'm playing on the World Database of 2019, so skills from riders are all as they should be. Let's have a quick look on this new layout of the game. We have the skills tab. Let's click away the details here a bit. On the skills tab we have the new features. We'll go through this in more detail the next time that we actually level up. It should go quite fast. We only need 50 points to move up to the first level. Now on the calendar, let's have a quick look. Our first race that we can theoretically choose is at the end of January. Now that will be a while, plus we're not going to be in it according to how it's selected, because we will be cycling in the Vuelta Ciclista a Mallorca. Makes sense, Spanish rider starting in Spain. It does also mean that the first month there are no races whatsoever for us. Now, going back to the skill part, I just want to point out one thing. You have the attentiveness skill. Get more XP each month. Each month, at the end of or at the start of the next month, you get 50 skill points, XP points from the skill usually. With this, you get 55, 60, or 65. On the first level, that means a full level. So on the 1st of February, even if we don't have any races whatsoever until then, we already leveled up to level 2. Now, let's see how our rider is on potentials. This sprinter, stage racer sprinter I should say, has a very nice acceleration potential. Sprint potential is decent for stage racer. If you have 75, that's very nice. Mountain very high, time trial very high. Basically everything very nice already, over 70, except for cobbles. We'll probably have a level up on that. We want to really be able to win every single race. Stamina is low, it's gonna hurt us. Now let's see the season objectives. We don't have anything in the first month, so we start on low. I don't think we will be allowed to ride the classic right away. Let's see, there's also a new way of saying what races you're allowed to ride. HC races, you need to be level 6. World Tour races, you have to be at least level 9. Let's have a look on the classics, if that's worse. Yeah, level 13 for the classics. Probably going to be the same for the Grand Tours, except for the Tour de France. I don't know if we have the Tour de France in here itself. We do not. So I cannot tell you yet what the minimum level requirement for that is. We will see next season, I think. So our first race, second race directly after 5 days. Again, a stage race here. I like that we have quite a few races at the start. Then there's a lot of races that we have to be at least level 6 for already in March. It's gonna be tough to get to the point that we can actually race any races. So look also on the start of April. We do have some races, at least throughout April. Now our rider can pretty much win any type of race, so season objectives, seeing we need our experience quite fast, we're gonna just put it back to normal. Say we want to already peak here in our second race. Was it? No, this one we are not racing, so this one is going to be our first actual full race. I think this is a team gyro. I don't know if that's going to be the best thing, but hey, let's see. Now, all in all, let's go directly towards the first race, and I'm going to not skip the continuing in between. The reason behind that is I want everyone to see how fast this goes now. I mean, we're already on the 4th of January, 5th, 6th, it goes really fast compared to in the past. In the past, this part probably would take 5 minutes longer than it does now. You see in the background there are some basic messages like teammate requests saying you cannot do teammates yet because you're not good enough yet. You can change your schedule for the first month. Well, that's all fine. We're not too bothered by that. These are messages you can just ignore at the start. We're already halfway towards the first race. It pauses here at the 16th of January for some random reason. Just continue. We want to really see this first race that we have in about a week from now for this rider. How will it be? And as a very all-round rider, I honestly have no idea what to expect. Are we allowed to go in the breakaway, or are we already a little bit on the strong side because we're a bit of a sprinter, but we can also climb mountains? We're quite good on average for a continental. We are in a pro conti team. Doesn't mean that races we will be in, the first ones are 2.1 races. We'll be racing mostly against pro conti teams. So let's see. Here we have the first stage of the Vuelta Ciclistica Mallorca. Let's see how things go. Now here you will see one of the biggest changes already. So far we were able to pick up some skills of some of our team members, simply because they're in our team. So for some of them, we know their skills. They're not that bad, especially compared to us. So I have a feeling we might be allowed to go into breakaways. All in all, you see a lot of other riders with just some pie charts. You have some information about them, but not really. And then there's riders that you simply don't know anything about, or just the average bit. Now, if we go to the briefing, we usually have the favorites part. For some of the favorites, riders that are generally more known, you do know some skills. Van Marken, for example, we know some stuff of Jasper Stuyven, we know Jens Keukler, and that's it. We have some pie charts, but that's pretty much where it stops. So let's go into the race itself. See our own team a little bit. How are we? We do ride against quite some names here. Vogelsang, I saw Nibali. I mean, these are the names that you come up to in your first professional race directly as a rider. Well, it's good to learn from, I suppose.
Greetings to all. Today's terrain is fairly level, so it's ideal ground for those who are good on the flat. The race will take place in beautiful sunny conditions.
So we have to go into the breakaway. I will go to the options very quickly. Hold on. Quickly pause it. Now do we have options? So many options? No, this is just a view. Should have been options. Move the outside volumes for a bit. Just so we don't have the added volumes. And we see we already have a breakaway. We wanted to go as well, so let's see if we can still go ourselves. And we're off. With a bunch of other riders. Let's see how this ends up going. We do have a +2 race day condition directly at the first race, which is really nice. We'll probably need it against these kind of riders, but caught up on the big group. Slow down a little bit. Don't need the points here. Let the others ride a little bit to increase the lead. Guessing the lead will slowly end up picking up. Help with that for a bit. 40-second lead. It's not really that big. The pack didn't really decide yet to let us go, it seems. "50 seconds. Our group is slowly getting more and more okay with going a little bit slower, so I'm bringing it back to 80. We're about a minute ahead. It's not really going to be enough to keep a huge chance at winning today. I don't think we really have a big chance. First stage in the stage race, just getting yourself out there, show the team's colors. Get some points for the race strategy. Breakaway at least 120 kilometers. That's a lot seeing what we have left. We already have a bit, but basically have to be until after this sprint point. So far our yellow bar goes quite fast. Now let's have a look how our opponent yellow bars are going, because you can see that now. We have the observation action. I'm gonna pick a random rider, the one that's behind me, Del Tombe. We have one observation action. We don't know anything about his skills. We don't know anything about who this rider is, except for his name is Del Tombe. He's from Belgium. Let's see. And now we know he's green. We did just get a second option. Oh, in the meantime, I need to make sure that I stay on. So I have a feeling I'm already pretty much dead for skills. But let's see for fun. Anyway, how is this Del Tombe going? If we add another view. Wasn't the best view, we didn't really gain additional information. At times you get some extra information like the yellow and the red bar. Not today though. In the meantime, we're slowly more and more behind on the top riders. Still, we have no energy left whatsoever. Just trying to stay in the breakaway himself as long as possible, not dropping off just to get some extra chance or extra points for the long breakaway. It would have been nice to have been in that group. Paid a little bit more attention would have been possible, but for now it's just trying to make sure that we get a decent total breakaway. And seeing this part is declining rather fast. I hope we get at least to 60 kilometers. If we get that mark, we'll be very happy. See if we reach that. Almost taken in by the group. And that was it. Didn't get a notification, so we probably didn't get to that. Even worse, although we didn't count, we have to be in the breakaway group itself. that to count. Well, I'm gonna put myself back to 50 maximum. Also need some water. Someone's already getting some. So now I need to drop back. Well, speed things up a little. Go up to 55. Make sure we stay at least in this group. That's not going to be that easy either. Up to 60. We do want to get our yellow bar back a bit so that we can at least not drop out of every group and any chance of any ranking. It's a stage race. Doesn't really hurt to give a try to get some kind of ranking. So 20 something kilometers left. We're still completely in the back. The team isn't very happy that I'm not helping out in front, I suppose, but the breakaway is still slightly ahead, but they're not gonna make it. Putting it to 75, we have a small bit of hill coming here as the breakaway is taken in. And let's see, 15 kilometers left, 75 is gonna be very difficult to keep things up. 2 riders fell. Gonna up it to 80. Into 85, going on, but probably not gonna be enough energy left to actually go for a sprint still. No, not even gonna use the energy gel because it's pointless. Just gonna end in the same group as everyone. No time lost, no points gained. A little bit of time in the breakaway should give a little bit of extra points. But I think we were gonna level anyway, because if I'm not mistaken, the next day is going to be the first day of February, which means a level up. I'll show you that one still, and then the rest is for the next episode. So first, breakaway, more than 25 kilometers, instantly 10 points. Then exposure, it's not that great, just 1 bonus point. Not too happy with that. And then when we say next day, we should get our training points, I think. Yeah, plus 50 points, which is instantly level 2. So we get to choose either attributes, potential, and a skill point. Let's have a look. I would say at the start it's usually good to go for direct attributes, but the skill ups is plus 1, 2, 3, 4 in total, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's not that huge on this one. You can see if others are better. Sprinter would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Similar. A little bit different distribution. Nothing gets into the 70s yet. Basically, you can have a quick look on everything, but what I would like to see at the start is much higher. I did do a test ride or test cyclist earlier, just to see how fast it can go, and can easily go twice as fast as this. So we can also look at potential ups. We were saying that couples we might need to go higher up. So if we would at some point increase our couples potential, we get plus 6 on mass and another plus 3 on flats without it costing anything. Huge benefit. On that topic, we can go through all the quick potential ups. If we go for a climber up, our mountain skill, our mountain potential, I should say, will become 85. That's quite a big plus. I mean, 82 to 85 can be anywhere there. We just have a huge potential if we go for this. The cost of it, though, or we also get some extra acceleration, which is really nice. But the cost is a lot of other ones drop a little bit. If we go for a time trial, we only have some pluses, but they're a little bit smaller. +2, +2, +2. Northern Classics, well, I showed you that one. Puncher, same plus on mountain. On hills only +2. I say only because with a puncher you would expect it to be more there. Acceleration +3. Again, a minus on the time trials and the cobbles. Stage racer, minus on cobbles. Plus, well, I suppose it should be seen as a +1 on recovery. Mountain also hits there. Small pluses here, relatively small. Sprinter, tricky one. Ups the flat, costs mountain time trial prologue, but does up the sprint quite a bit. 4 points in total, and acceleration also 3. Really nice up. And Baudeur, the all-rounder. It ups Baudeur as a skill. It's a user skill to see though, because as a pro cyclist it doesn't really matter. +2 per sprint, +3 cobbles, and +3 flat. It's a bit on what we want to add, because we kind of need more cobbles, especially cobbles. If we need especially cobbles, this goes faster. So we could just say +9 in total. Never hurts to have a good potential on everything. So let's go for that. Then let's have a look on the skills. Because we can choose now choose to use 1 skill point. We can do that to, well, go for anything. These are higher performances, higher chances of getting a +day race day condition. That's a quick sum. More points for changing race calendar, I think, is the most useless one of all of these. More experience each month. If you want to take this, take it early on, because you will only have more and more benefit from it. Network, higher chance of getting into the team that you want. Not a bad skill to have. Learning information about other riders and being better in the race. Now at the moment, this one, the first one, helps you to go into more breakaways. This one gives more experience. These are probably the best ones at the start of the game. I think at the moment I will go for a technique one, so that I can make sure that I am in all the breakaways by not being stuck in the pack. This is a very close other option though, but I'm gonna go for this one because otherwise later on I won't have as much use for it. Now, that's it. Tomorrow we will ride this one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.